Please watch part 1 of this video if you didn't watch it yet. Link in the description. Previously, in part 1, Mike discovered an abandoned city where it led him to discover a supernatural gate way to the lost city called Maroon City. The gate ate him, and he ended up laid on the land of the mysterious city. Mike woke up and figured out what happened, and he realized that he was somewhere. It's not the world that he knows. It's quite different and unhumanly. He started exploring the city, and he saw some mysterious patterns and so different atmosphere. After walking about some hundreds of meters, Mike came to the edge of a mountain. He was looking all around, and when looked down, he was shocked. He just witnessed a big city and buildings with super advanced architectures. This made him shock. All the time, Mike thought it was some ancient city of humans, but it's so futuristic, and he really can't even believe his own eyes, and he can't really process what he saw. He started descending the mountain and reached that city. When he reached the city, it was so advanced, and he really didn't found any humans there, and the buildings were so tall. Even an average building is almost equal the highest skyscraper on Earth. He started thinking, who were the residents of this place? He started find some people around there, but he really can't find anyone. There is no sign of air, water, or soil. It was so different. He was getting dehydrated and wanted to find some water and tried to enter a building. And he went to the building, but he didn't find any door or entrance. He tried to figure it out, but he can't. He was so exhausted he sat on the floor. After some time, he heard some footsteps. He just gave a peek at them to find who were they. After seeing what they were, he just shocked and got confused. The people he saw were not humans, they were aliens. Mike started panicking, and he got so disturbed by seeing them. Those aliens were talking in some other language other than human language. Those aliens entered the building just by touching the wall and said a code milkso. Then they just teleported to the building. Mike rushed there, and he spelled the same thing. That's it, he just came into the building, and what he saw inside the building was so futuristic and eye-catching. It was so different from human style, and interior was so advanced, and it was fully based on geometry. Now he started going to floor by teleporting and playing around. Mike liked it, and he enjoyed. He was so curious about all the things that he found there. He saw vehicles hover on the air instead of the road. He was amused and really felt lucky to found such place. But he don't know what is coming next. While Mike was playing around, he found some guard aliens walking around with super advanced weapons and arms. Those aliens were so tall, and they were about 11 foot, and they were having broad shoulders and thin legs. He was surprised by seeing them very closely. He wanted to find more. So he started following the aliens quietly. Those aliens were talking something unclear. The language is very different, and it was like wild deer roars. After following for a while, those aliens stopped in front of a big metal room with a big metal door. They placed their palms over it and opened the door. After they went in, the door closed, and Mike was unable to open the door because humans can't enter those by using human palms. So he stopped there and hid behind the wall, but he figured out that there is a transparent window to that room. So he tried his best to climb that wall and looked into the window. Mike does not had a clear view. He was observing what's going in that room. Those creepy aliens approached a guy who is fully suited from head to toe. The guy is too short in front of them. Mike was shocked, and Mike thought that the guy might be human. And those aliens harming that guy physically by using their weapons and threatening him. By seeing all this, Mike wanted to help the guy. Now Mike need to enter the room. He don't have any solution, but all he can think of is to get into that room. He observed that the aliens were leaving the room. He rushed to entrance and hid himself behind a big box. When the door opened, the aliens came out of the room, and between this mean gap, Mike rushed into the room very quickly, without aliens noticing him. Now he approached the person who was in the lab suit and asked him, "Hey, are you okay?" By seeing Mike, the guy in the lab suit came to his senses and started shouting with happiness and full of joy. He said, "My son, you came for me," and started crying. Mike was blown away and nervously asked, "Dad, is it you?" And the guy removed his suite, and it's none other than Mike's father. Both were so happy by seeing each other. Mike's father, William, is a researcher and scientist who went missing and thought to be dead 10 years ago on experiment to communicate with aliens. Mike, filled with curiosity, asked his father, William, "Dad, what happened to you? Where have you been all these days? And most importantly, how did you come here? Everyone thought you were dead." William responded, "I was about to discover a path to communicate with aliens 10 years ago. I created a tiny portal that accidentally teleported me here, and I've been held captive by these aliens. Since then, these aliens have been forcing William to create a portal to Earth. Through the portal, the aliens plan to enter and conquer the entire human race. The worst part is that the portal is almost ready, and the aliens are pressuring William to complete it." Hearing all this, Mike said, "Dad, don't worry. Before they conquer us, we're going to destroy the portal and escape from this mysterious alien city." Mike learned the blueprint of the building, the location of the portal, and the fact that these aliens are vulnerable to UV light. Mike and William exited the room and began following the blueprint to reach the portal. On their way, the aliens discovered them attempting to escape and started attacking. The aliens captured William, placing a gun to his head. Mike quickly used the UV light to incapacitate the aliens, saving William. They collected weapons and fought their way to the portal, clearing the path. They fought so hard, luckily they cleared few of them. After reaching the portal, they activated it, as the portal requires a substantial amount of power energy and generating intense heat that humans couldn't endure. Because of the heat, William fell unconscious, and Mike, carrying his dad on his shoulders, and entered the portal. A big beep sound, everything went blank. The next day, they woke up in a vast green forest with birds chirping. Mike, inhaling the fresh air, exclaimed, "Hooray, we made it!" Overjoyed to see his father alive, they traveled back home. During their discussion, William asked, "What happened when I went unconscious?" Mike explained everything that occurred. William then inquired, "Did you close the portal, Mike?" Mike replied, "No, Dad. Why?" This made William's facial expression turned grave, and he just went dumbstruck. That's it for the Tales of Lost City series. If you enjoyed our content, please subscribe. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Follow our Instagram, We Speak Things. Bye-bye.